Hello and welcome to the 4th of May 2026 here on a bank holiday Monday here, and it is 3:40 and seconds rolling along the screen here on the bottom left hand side of the screen here, and we are in Eastham Park here, and of course yes, it's sort of waving around about, of course, 92 of course east of Haverhill itself. That's probably why it's called Eastham Park. But yeah, I thought I'd do this sort of thing here by showing you Eastham Park first of all. But it's not mainly about Eastham Park today, although of course I did pick up some leaflets from Eastham Park. So yeah, it's getting a little bit windy here, so I do apologise about that. So yeah, instead of me doing a live today, I'm actually doing a video here because the signal isn't great around here, even on 5G. It's a little bit on the sort of wonky side. So Hindringham Hall Gardens is the first one I'm going to be talking about here. But yeah, before we of course do all that, just let me just remind you that of course the kiosk is open from 11:30 a.m. in the morning, and some people want it earlier for the dog walkers and what kind of thing. It'd be nice to do that at some point if they got enough staff to do that at that sort of time in the morning. But it usually finishes around about 4:30 in the afternoon, so if we can just get this video done in time, then we shouldn't have any issues. So yeah, it's pretty much a cool day here, and 91 degrees on a compass map here. That's what I was talking about, east of Haverhill. So you got an idea of where we are. So it's not the main point of the video. Hindringham Hall Gardens here. I picked up this leaflet here so we can talk about it here. The most delicious little moated manor house straight out of the storybook, with its medieval moat and fish ponds, and of course working walled vegetable garden, formal and informal borders wrapped around a brick and flint Tudor hall. Shortlisted for 2020 Historic Houses Garden of the Year award. So of course I'll just go through some of the leaflet that I've got here. It's also got a coffee shop here, a bleached hornbeam with walk back to the coffee shop and the car park. Drive part here, number 18 in the map, which is this little map here, and you should see somewhere along the lines 18, and I'll probably show you in just a bit where it is. Beside the stream and beyond the huge ancient beach is the rare Lideridiron, if it's pronounced right, and with its well camouflaged green tulip like flowers. So it's basically of course a lovely little area surrounding a kind of historic building. This of course section here, and this was of course what I was speaking about there. Can you find 18 there? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be on the list. Oh, there it is. That's 18, and that's what I was talking about a minute ago. There you can see, of course, the moat and the fish ponds, which actually date from the 1150. Tours of the actual ground floor of the hall and the medieval site last about 2 hours, which is then followed by tea and cake. Sounds very, very delicious, doesn't it, if you're into tea and cake? And guests are welcome to walk around the gardens after tea and the cake. Never forget the cake as well if you're into cake. But anyway, numbers are bound to be limited, and advance booking is actually essential. HindringhamHall.org for all the details there. The Snape Maltings, music shops and food and art. Welcome to Suffolk Coast, home of never-ending skies and undiscovered adventures. Snape Maltings is one of the highlights of Suffolk Coast. Of course, you can visit for concerts, independent shops, cafes, galleries, walks and river trips. Now the Snape Maltings sits on the bank of the River Alde, surrounded by an area of outstanding natural beauty and just 6 miles from Aldborough. It is home to independent shops, galleries and wonderful places to eat, as we just mentioned, and several performance venues, including the world-famous Snape Maltings Concert Hall. The house and garden, of course, an ultimate place for home inspiration. Of course, a special shop which is filled with a lovingly curated range of furniture, textiles and accessories. And the Snape Antiques Centre, artifacts, antiques and collector's items. And the Early Music Shop, independent music shop focusing on early music instruments, accessories and printed music. You might want to find out of where to stay. Now, of course, where to stay, if you're looking to extend your trip, of course, they do have, of course, that is a donation for the touring with Nick C. Yeah, and if you're thinking of donating to the East Town Park, there is a place where you can actually put your pennies in the slots just around the corner. I wonder how many people actually do that, but anyway, where to stay around the area of Aldborough, or of course the Red House in the Red House in Aldborough, or of course the Snape Maltings. We're talking about the Snape Maltings this time. If you're looking to extend your trip, of course they have a stunning holiday accommodation available at Snape Maltings. Okay, from apartments with breathtaking views to a comfortable family home, it is a perfect location to explore more of the Suffolk coast. So there you go, the Snape Maltings there. And somewhere around that area is the Red House, which is in Aldborough, which is not really on the map there. And Felixstowe you can just about see as well, and Colchester and Chelmsford if you go further down. That's the Snape Maltings, music, shops, food and art, and the Red House in Aldborough, house, garden and museum. Right, I'm going to leave you with the guide to getting recycling right in Suffolk. Confusing sometimes, but of course for some people it's not. The green says here, only these items in your recycling bin, which is paper, card, newspapers, magazines and junk mail, and books and paperback and hardback and cardboard and then cardboard, which is probably leaflets, that kind of thing. Clean food, packaging, boxes and cards. And for metals, of course, there's aluminium foil and trays, foil into a bowl. And metals, food and drinks and cans, and empty aerosols, no paint, fertilizer and weed killer. Plastic bottles, empty wash, squash and lid on. Plastic yogurt pots, tubs and food trays. All items bigger than 4 centimetres. And of course it's got your do nots as well. Let's go to that now. Do not place any of these items in your recycling bin. They will spoil the recycling and the bin will not be emptied apparently. So glass you cannot put in there, food and drink, which is of course food waste. Textiles, nappies and plastic bags and film, and small items under 4 centimetres, shredded paper and bottle tops, etc. And cartons and Tetra Pak and crisp packets, mobile phones and batteries, and pet food pouches, electrical items, polystyrene and gas cylinders, needles and medical waste cannot go in your recycling bin. To dispose of that of a different area there. Recycle these items at your local recycling centre or bank, so they've got a separate place for that. Recyclenow.com for more information. Of course, we're talking about bottles, irons, kettles, batteries, clothes, and of course cartons and so on. And of course, recycle these items at home in a compost bin, if you've got one, that is. SuffolkRecycling.org.uk and reducefoodsaving.org.uk. And for more information, visit, of course, the A to Z of recycling, SuffolkRecycling.org.uk. That's your guide to getting recycling right in the Suffolk area. It might be different in different counties, but of course, that's where you'll get this leaflet and you'll find out the information there. Anyway, we're going to leave it at that. Just going to read you the front page here. Composting at home is simple to do. Basically, produces something like for free and helps save time and money and the planet. For the environment, of course, making compost contributes to a cleaner environment, cuts down on waste by sent for disposal, prevents production of harmful gases, reduces reliance on peat. And for the garden, compost is a rich soil-like material, works wonders around the garden, lightens heavy soils, helps light soils hold more water, feeds plants and helps control diseases. For you, composting and gardening are recognised by GPs and physical activities that can improve your health. Interesting, that, isn't it? At a later stage, we'll talk a bit more about what it says on here. But for now, we're just going to leave that racing through your mind. And of course, yeah, we've got so many to get through here, and we've only got a short space of time. So yeah, we spoke about the Hindringham Hall Gardens. Of course, we also spoke about, of course, the snake maltings and the Old Red Hole, is it? I think it is, that we spoke about earlier. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you know when we upload a video. We'll keep that, hopefully, positivity for you. And God bless and stay safe. From East Town Park, we have enjoyed doing this video. TTFN.